Is it really necessary to fight? Is it really necessary to argue all the time? Don't you rather be turned on in a nice way, all day long, 24/7? But meaning turned on, meaning in the right manner, right? In the right way, educated, that you want to get along with people, with your partner, if you live in both of you at the house. And isn't it nice rather be turned on 24/7 than arguing all the time or being stressed out? Uh, there are some tips that probably I've been asking around family, friends, and came up with this topic, right? And the 10 most known tips uh, that we men really get turned on, and we go crazy about women. Um, First thing is waking up in the morning. And, before waking up, when we start waking up, um, a few minutes, if she would snuggle a few more minutes before getting up, isn't that nice? Uh, that she tells you, "Good morning, honey. Good morning, baby," right? That really makes you feel so good to start out the day, doesn't it? You know, I turn around and say, "Hey, did you have a good night's sleep?" This is something. I mean, it's so simple. It's so unique. It doesn't take much, really, especially if you want to have a good relationship. If you want to have a stronger relationship, if you don't want to walk away from the person, right? You want to recover your relationship. Well, that's another thing. If you've been fighting all this time, all these years, all these months, or whatever, and you want to get back uh, with your lady, or with your man, some of the things that we men we go crazy about women, it's their kindness, their loyalty, their tenderness, right? They're so soft, feminine. So one thing is waking up in the morning, and she would cuddle, snuggle, give you a hug, a strong hug, and like, "Hey, sweetie," things like that. Give you very nice words, the words that women usually like to give to men when they live together, right? That's rule number one. Waking up first in the morning, and a good snuggle, a few more minutes, before getting up. The second thing is a long kiss. A long kiss, um, like it was yesterday, the first time we met. Why is it that after being boyfriends, girlfriends, then 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, you decide to get married? If you had a baby or you didn't have a baby, your boys are grown up. They don't live at home anymore or whatever. I'm not talking about the babies that you're still growing them up. You're still taking care of them. I'm talking now today. You live by yourself with your partner after so many years. 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later. If you two are 20 years later, come on. I don't think there is any reason why not getting along very well. If you already made it through 20 years, I think you're having a good time together. You're getting along pretty well, right? So, anyways, this is for those that are probably after 20 years, you're looking for breaking ups or looking to the wrong direction. I'm not blaming her or him. I'm just generalizing, right? What makes us men go crazy about women, that when they so nice, so cute to us, um, I mean, they can have me on the palm of my hand, on their hands, right? On the palm of her hands, when they're so nice and cute and charming, right? So a long kiss, even though 5 years, 10 years, 20 years after, let's not talk about marriages, living alone together, living by the two of you by yourselves after so many years. Why getting up in the morning and not saying good morning? Why not a good hug, right? Uh, why not giving a kiss anymore? Just because you two are already tired of each other? Because it's calling attention, your co-worker, your friends outside, your boss, um, your man at home doesn't turn you on anymore. What is it? So in that case of a matter, it's rather to talk, chat with each other. And if you, well, this video is not about breaking ups, but if you need to do so, I mean, might as well, instead of keep going on that sort of relationship that's hurting you, hurting both of you, not just her, to you too. We men out there, we need love, not just give, and we don't receive anything in an exchange. If I'm bringing up this topic, it's because we men always people point at us like, it's our blame all the time. Okay, let's say in this case, right, specific case, we're being good boys, right? We treat them nicely and everything. So this is the topic about what what turns us crazy about women, and we love about women. Those tips are going to be very helpful for women out over there that are listening to this video, this channel, and to listen a little bit what men are asking for, right? So a long kiss, the same feeling of a kiss when you first met. Don't you remember the first times when you two got together and you started going out dating? You went crazy about each other, right? Those long kisses in the car, outside of work, outside the movie theater, you know, hiking, skating, going for a trip. You pulled over and you start kissing each other, and those passionate kisses, man, do we really need to live a life inside of a home, the two of us, the two of you, inside of a home and fighting all the time, arguing all the time, having issues, complaining about everything, being stressed out? You really want to walk inside of the house, or she's walking out, you walking in backwards, whatever, and sleeping with someone that you hardly talk to, or she hardly talks to you, right? So I think it's very nice to remember, all of us, even women, I mean, we men need to remember those days when we first met. And that's something that drives us like really nice. We go crazy about women when um when they still kiss us after 3 5 years, 7 years together, 15 years together, 20 years together. That's so cute, so nice. You know, um, I don't want to mention it, bringing it up. I remember um, walking at this shopping center, and back then, the person I was going out with, or the person I am with, or I don't want to mention, I don't want to get through my personal life, but at this age, we were kissing each other right at the center of this shopping center. And I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This girl around her 19s or 22s or something, she was probably working at this store, and I, we didn't notice it. We didn't know she was staring at us, and she was clapping her hands, going like this. You know what? When I'm your age, I want to be like you too. I want to. That made me really feel really nice. I hope this is recording. I'm sorry I touched it. That made me feel really good, really nice. I can't believe it. It was happening to me. So remember in those days, right, when it happened to me, and if it's not happening to me, it's probably not happening. Maybe that's why I'm bringing up this topic right now. for a lot of men out there that are going through probably the same. I don't want to get involved in my personal life, right? Just generalizing everybody's, giving a hand to the men out there that probably are saying to your wife, "Hey, wife, get over here. Listen to the gentleman over here. He's giving good advice. That's what I've been looking for you to have a little change, not to get a boring life, the life we having lately, right? It's happening. I mean, life goes by and it's so stressful all the time, thinking about the bills, thinking about the meeting we have at work, thinking about electricity, water, thinking about, I don't know, our next trip or whatever, everything stresses us out today. Why don't we stop for a minute and then start enjoying life, right? So a good kiss coming from a woman, from your woman, the one you've been with for 2, 5 years, 7, 15, 20 years, man. I mean, I go down on my knees and I say, yes, ma'am, for real. So we men really try, makes us crazy about a woman that is always nice to us, right? Especially the one is next to us, uh, living together for a long period of time. Okay, even more if you're going out with somebody new and somebody really totally new, right? 3 months, 6 months, 7 months. It's really nice to keep doing it because a lot of people, 6 months and they stop kissing each other. They're just going out just to hang out with somebody. They're not even nothing. There's no passion about it. So okay, the third, whoever gets up first, asking if you want coffee and eggs, whatever you eat at breakfast, uh, oats and fruits or whatever. Whoever gets up first in the morning, and if we're talking about what makes us crazy about women, that we hardly waking up and hey honey, good morning, first saying good morning, uh you want me to fix you up breakfast, real quick? Oh, that's lovely. If I get up first, of course I'll do it for her. Okay, so that's one tip. Like, you don't just make coffee, you know because I've seen people making coffee for themselves. Bam, 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 drunk it, gone. You wake up like 5 minutes later, 15 minutes later, you go to the bathroom, whatever. uh, then you go to the kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna make my. Oh, I think there's some coffee left because she just walked out and there's nothing. Do you think it's fair? Do you really think that just because you two, I don't know, not in love with each other anymore, what happens? Only the first 2 or 3 months living together, only the 2 or 3 years. What happens after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? I mean, is that rude or am I wrong? Put the comments down below if you think that's being rude or she forgot about it. Really? Okay. All right. So, number 4, talk to each other, looking at our eyes, stare at each other when we talk. I do understand today's technology. I do totally, totally get it. Today's technology, man, we go to a dinner with family, friends, whatever, and everybody's texting. No, it's a real quick test, right? Text. No, no, no. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Tell me. Yeah, keep going. I'm listening. Or like this. I'm listening. Really? So we start talking to each other. She walks into the house and hey, honey, how you doing? How was your day? Women go very nice on them, and if they don't, oh, I got something to tell you. Yeah, go ahead. Start throwing things around the house and doing and texting somebody else, right? And are you not listening to me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just doing both. Is that nice? Is that kind? Is that good manners? Well behaved? What is it? Are they starting to be cold to us? just because we've been together 2, 3, 5, 7 years, 10 years, 20? Really? So if she walks in and even if it's the opposite, sh- we've been all day at home, and hey, honey, how was your day? You know, what's wrong with saying, hey, how was your day? How you doing? A good kiss on the lips, right? And hi, honey, how you doing? You've been doing okay at home. You've been bored, whatever, or we ask questions, right? We ask questions too. Was it good at work? Everything was good at work. Uh, well, we need to chat, but looking at our eyes, not just looking to the sky or anything like that, right? We need to know really what's going on. Um, being sincere, transparent, focus on the other one, paying attention. It's not just being polite. It's also something that we feel that we're important for them. Um, they worry about us. They care about us, right? Remember this video? It's about what makes us go crazy about women. That we love about women. Uh, Later on, we can make videos about all the way around, right? What woman likes about men. But in this case, of course, if we're being nice to them, okay, I'm not talking about for those that are not behaving well to their woman. I'm talking about especially for those who are very kind, very loving men for women. And what do we need? Reciprocity, something reciprocal. We need to be reciprocal. Like I'm doing this, nothing, nothing in exchange, but not expecting nothing in exchange because we love doing it. But if through the years they just don't do it, uh, is that being cold? Is that being rude? Is it time to move on? Is it time to, I don't know. You let me know. Okay, so looking at each other's eyes, very important. You know, drop everything you're doing, even if it's 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Watch 2 minutes, 2 minutes that you can give us men a little support, dedication, something that you like. You're gonna gain, you're gonna win a lot more losing those 2 minutes, but you're gonna enjoy your life. It's not gonna be stressed out because then fight starts because the other one probably is not being loved, not being paid attention, is being ignored. Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe she's in love. Crazy things start going through your man's head, right? Through us, whatever. Okay, number five. Yeah, we already said, not staring at our phones while talking to each other. It's part of the number four. A kiss during the day out of nothing at all. That's something else very important. Like, we're doing stuff around the house, or we going out for something, running, shopping, grocery shoppings, clothing shoppings, whatever. We going for a trip, or we going to a meeting together, right? We buying a house. How's that? We purchasing a house, or we I don't know. We paying bills, whatever. And then boom, a kiss. Hi, sweetie. You know how women like, they like to go like, right? Very nice one. Even if it's 2 years later, 5 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later, we're like, whoa, that's my woman. That's my lady, right? We feel proud, like, oh my gosh, we feel, we're being loved, man. Uh, that's the way we feel. When women do that, that's the way we feel. And it's so awesome. It's so beautiful. There's nothing wrong about it. If they keep doing it, there's nothing wrong about it. It makes the relationship get stronger, get better through the years. Uh, that's why at the beginning I mentioned, You rather be stressed out really all day long and be cold to the person you live at with, and rather be turned on 24/7. Who cares? It's our privacy, whatever. But it's something you really enjoy, right? We go crazy about women when they being like that. So a good kiss during the day out of nothing at all. If we go for a walk, also that would be for number seven. If we go for a walk, um, rub each other's hands, like we're walking, we're doing the same thing together, and all of a sudden, from our back, somebody goes like this, we're like, isn't that cute? Isn't that nice? Your woman go, and you're like, whoa, because we do the same. We do the same to them, right? So that's very, hmm, that's very cute, right? Um, Asking us number eight, asking us how we feel, same for both ways, right? Like, how you feeling, honey? You feeling okay? Both ways. If we are like this to them, to women, and if women are start being like that to us, if women thinks they're losing us, right? If women think they think we're going and looking towards somebody else, or they're losing territory or something, well, those little things, it's gonna turn us on, and we're gonna be feeling confident that we enjoy and we feel proud of our home, sharing with her, with them, with the women we love, right? So it's very important for both of us. It's give and give with each other, right? Number nine, watching a good movie together. Watching a good movie, or watching the news, or watching, that's something very important. Somebody told me once, when you meet somebody, I remember I was very young. When you meet someone, you just make sure you're on the same party, political thinking, because if not, there's going to be a big issue right there, a big discussion. Um, I'm what do you call, I'm righty, I'm lefty. I'm like, uh oh, that's going to be an issue, right? So what do we do? Well, are we Republicans? Are we Democrats? You don't want to get into that, right? So make sure you are on the same, because if not, through the years, it's gonna be a hell of a fight all the time, all the time. There's gonna be issue right there. It, it might be happening to me. Like I said, I'm not getting in my personal life, okay? But generalizing, because I've seen those before. I've seen those behaviors, right? The one is uh, righty, the other one is lefty, one is Republican, and the one is Democrat, right? And grew up Democrat, and I grew up righty, Republican. Like, I like to work, I like to um, do business, I like to make my own money to support us. The other one was born like, oh, the government has to give me everything. The government is, the health, the this, and that, and like, and then fight starts right there. We don't want that, all right? So make sure, probably, make sure it's the same party. Well, okay. Number 10, which is the last one, because there's not number 11. There was one, and I totally forget. I didn't write it down. Normally, I don't write down anything I talk. Normally, I just flips up out of my head, my brain, right? And it confuses me. This is why I've been talking about when you make videos. I don't like having a niche, because I don't follow rules. I don't follow. I just go with the flow. And this time, I don't know why. I kind of wrote it down. Make sure I don't forget. I want to bring it up because this is something good for everybody. But number 10, having a good talk and being a good listener, both ways. Both ways. So, being a good listener, and being a good listener, and have a good talk, both ways. What does this mean? Is that when you're trying to explain something and the other person just go, oh, okay, what? So you're not understanding? Am I not expressing very well what I'm saying? Um, am I not getting the point across? What's going on? I'm sorry. Oh, no, 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 it's fine. Whatever. Excuse me? That's it? Whatever? And then walk away and I go the other way? You know what? That hurts our feelings, really. It hurt us very much. It's supposed to be about loving, being kind one another to one to the other, right? So having a good talk and being a good listener both ways, like I said, at least 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. However, a lot of people, 1 hour, awesome, all day long. Hey, of course, everybody needs their own space, right? But a good listener, that really turns me on. It drives me like, whoa, I'm really crazy about my woman because she's very loving. And the number 11, I didn't write it down, but something that really um, turns us on, like it really, um, we go crazy about a woman when they ask us for intimacy. And women, I understand some probably tired from work, whatever, but let's try not to say no to a woman. And so she has the pleasure and enjoy the intimacy life with each other. But that really turns men on a lot, and it makes us go crazy about women when they take majority of the days, every day, every other day, the first step for intimacy, right? Our privacy life together, it's very nice that they ask us, honey, whatever, start, or you have your own ways. Sometimes maybe you don't talk, you just do it, right? But do it and say yes, because if not, it's going to be an issue. Okay. I understand. A lot of people love this, and I hope this is being very helpful to you. A good advice for everybody out there, so you guys can tell your wives, "Hey, listen to this guy. I told you, honey, this is the way we should do it." So God bless you out there. Put the comments down below. Hit the button likes. Hit the button likes. Share with family, friends, and subscribe to our channel. Please support us. I hope you like this video. This is for you guys. God bless you all.